Hey guys, it's Gator, and we're here for our GBA Season 7 recap. And of course, I got Chimp and Lord Emvee with me here today. Hello, 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 hello.
Got the
What's
GBA
poppin'?
roundtable.
We got the squad, bro.
GBA
Squad up,
roundtable.
squad up, squad up, squad up. GBA squad
GBA,
up.
it's not. It can't be a round table. It's only three of us.
Round
Isn't that a
triangle
round
is here.
table?
The round triangle is here.
All right, round triangle.
Yeah, but we're just gonna go over our stuff because I know some of y'all wanted like a recap of what we thought of the season and everything. But just as an overall recap, so me and Chimp got eliminated first round playoffs, and then Lord Emvee himself got eliminated in the finals. Unfort.
Peak game on Force in the
Took me
chat.
all the way to
in
the end until
description.
someone took me down.
Okay, so we all got the fan doc open. We all
Yep.
looking at it.
I
Okay.
do.
'Cause
Yes.
I don't even know how you guys did. Okay, so Chimp 9-3. Yeah, standard. Emvee, what's your team name?
It's all the way at the bottom.
I'm the Chimp Chargers.
What a
I'm the
garbage
one that,
name. What is
everyone
a Chimp
mistakes
Charger?
me back for.
10-2 plus 26. Yeah. Hot shots. Yeah, so Emvee the number one basically. He has the only one with.
I mean,
10
he didn't
wins.
have to play as Gator twice. He only had to play him once.
That's what I was talking about. Like, week one, he came in there and said, "No, not today." He really came up here. And thought
Then he got to play a Cooperless team. I'm the one that had to play Cooper, and he had to play Nicholas Stevo. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go by
At
the
least
schedule.
I didn't have any
Entirely
risk of getting
different
timer
beast.
stalled. Dude, I had zero risk of getting timer stalled because I told my opponents before the game started, like, don't timer stall. Or like during the game, like I just messaged them like, don't timer stall.
So you just tell them don't timer stall, and they just don't timer stall you. Wait till you
Yeah,
play. Did you
gotta,
play
you gotta
Geo?
let them know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has to
should
play.
play
He has to
Geo.
play Geo. All right, let's go. Click on week one. You see the week one tab? The week one on the top.
Week one, yeah, I see it.
All right, we're gonna try. Should we just go by the weeks and try and like briefly explain like what happened in our games or something?
Yeah, this is gonna be long. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
We shouldn't make
Let's
it
do it.
like no
Brief,
more than
brief,
like 30
brief,
minutes.
brief.
All right, but like
Week
for
one.
example, week one I played Emvee. Emvee, he came to the wrong person. You know, week one you can't do that. Plain and simple. No, I don't know, because like during the game, so this is the only game. Well, it's not the only one I did post com, but it's the first one I knew I was gonna do post com because I didn't know how live com was gonna work out and all that shit. And the whole like I flipped the coin or something that actually happened, by the way, with the bladed and the Alakazam or whatever. I actually flipped the coin, so that was no skill. So the only reason I did
Nah,
because
dude,
of luck.
that was all your good plays, man. Don't short credit yourself here.
Calculated.
I mean, I'm
Gator
just saying
knew,
how
Gator
it
knew
is.
I'd switch out on the second time.
I did not know at all. Like it's like I don't. It didn't make like any logical sense to click one over the other. Did anything else interesting happen that game? Oh yeah, you didn't have defog on your Empoleon, which was like huge. Like I thought I lost. I was
Yeah,
like, I set up a
like-
screen for nothing.
I didn't even know how to use my team, dude. Like I was just trying things out, and then after week one, I was just like, okay, I can't be losing like this anymore. Gator's woken me up. He's giving me my third eye.
That was his wake up call. And of course, like everyone thought Mamoswine was gonna destroy this game, and it just died at the beginning. So
Just died like turn 2.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
And then Chimp played Cooper, right? And got shit on, just completely dumpstered. Like not even a close game at all. Go ahead and explain, Chimp. What happened? What happened?
First of all, there was a 0 differential in the game, so it was very, very close. It was absolutely as close as possible as you can get. 'Cause it was a
Dumpster.
tie.
Dumpstered.
Alright. So, Thunders, Zapdos, bad matchup for Thunders. Didn't do so well. In the middle of the game, my Volcanion burned his Reuniclus, which really sucked, because I saw that it burned it. And burned is 6% and still 12%. And I had Toxic on my Fortress. And I kept Volt Switching and Parting Shot over and over again when I could have just Toxic it to get more damage off. And then later on, my Belladramazu could have killed the Reuniclus with Knockoff, but it didn't get the roll. And then I could have lived the Psyshock, but I didn't get that roll either. And then I thought I won anyway because my Thunders, I thought it killed the Zapdos at the HP it was at, but it was at like 50%, and I thought it was going to be at 40 after Rocks. And then I still had a chance to win because I did so loud at Rock against the Zapdos, but he was sub-Roost Toxic Thunderbolt Zapdos.
Ah, nice. Shout out to Cooper. Nice. Wait,
Nice
his
Spellbreaker
Reuniclus
Zapdos.
wasn't Magic Guard? It was
It
Regenerate?
wasn't Magic Guard, it was Regen.
Ooh, you gotta destroy. Come on. Sub Roost, that's clean set, dude.
Dude, you already know he built this team to like have the timer at his disposal. And he just had like an extra win condition right there,
Alright, so
No,
was
I'm
as
just
brief
looking
as I
at
can
it.
get
Nothing crazy, no like sweep or anything here. I'm pretty sure the only sweep that happened this week was your boy coming in. All right,
I saw Lucha
I'm gonna
sweep.
stop bragging. All right. Week two.
Week 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was quite the
I
turn.
don't know if this thing was. It's not rigged. It's obviously not rigged. But like I know there's like a meme that was going around for a little bit that says it was rigged. Cause like come on, to play Emvee and Chimp in my first 2 weeks in my first draft league, it's a little brutal. It's a little brutal. So what happened in this game?
Welcome
You brought
to the GBA, Gator.
yeah,
Welcome
you
to
brought
the
Bandit
GBA.
Dougie. Completely disgusting. What a garbage set. You're complete trash bringing that garbage. And Scarf Volcanion. Like, I thought I had the game in the bag at the end, and then you just pulled the Scarf Volcanion out your ass. I'm like, oh, okay, good play, dude. And well, it was very Savali and stuff. Yeah, nice prep, dude. Good job, dude.
It was very calculated. Very calculated.
Good job, dude. Good job. Yeah, not too
Yeah,
much else to
Dugtrio
say
put in
about
that work. I'm
game.
looking at it right now. It's like Dugtrio kills Galvantula, like Dugtrio kills Heatran, Dugtrio kills Pukamuku.
Yeah, that was not cool. Bandit Dougie. I think there was a part where I choked. Like I could have potentially like tried to soak your Doug Trio to reduce the earthquake damage or some shit. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, GG's a Chimp I guess not really. Let's come back. And
Yo, take a look at my game for this week.
I'm scrolling down. Where is
Was that the
I had to play
John
Pokemon.
there we go.
Yeah,
John,
that was-
aka Pokemon. Where we got
John, aka
A plus team.
attack
Isn't
what's
this
in
A
front
plus
of him.
versus D plus team?
A plus versus D plus draft. Yeah, dude. All I did was just switch around a bunch of times, brought in Muck, and then like Pursuit Chapter's Gudra, and then what did I do? Pretty sure I like cleaned with something. Where's that game? I don't see it.
Well, it's at the bottom.
His
It's on the bottom right.
Gudra, I think the analysts were like his Gudra didn't attack your Pokemon at all, for whatever reason. Like, he just kept clicking buttons, like predicting you to do stuff.
Oh
I don't
yeah. Oh yeah. He went for Ice Beam one time, trying to predict Lando, but then I went to Muck, and then I think he tried to like switch out or something. Oh no, he went for Earthquake, and I got my Figgy Berry, I think. And I, like,
the Figgy Berry.
knock off those Pursuit, and I just destroyed his Gudra. And so he couldn't switch back in after Rocks. And then Magnezone, I just ran like Assault Vest Magnezone, and then it just kind of walled the rest of his team and beat everything else.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm looking
Figgy
at his
is
team.
it.
He doesn't. Yeah, the Assault Vest Mag. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's what Sky Strike Dragonite too. Okay.
Yeah, I had Sky Strike Dragonite. I had I think I had like Scarf. I had Scarf Lando with Sludge Wave, dude. I whipped out Sludge Wave versus versus Tapu Bulu, and it just went down. It was so good.
Clean game. So yeah, week 2. Okay, let's go week 3. What happened week 3? Who did everyone play?
What happened week 3 is a good question.
The first the man, the myth, the legend, 7-edge A drive strikes.
7-edge.
Like, I remember like one of the comments initially like said that I shouldn't have clicked Ice Punch or something, which I can understand a bit more in hindsight. But at that time, dude, I really thought he's gonna have berries or a balloon, especially like balloon on his Victini, because I just felt like it made like a lot of logical sense, and I was really scared to like just. But at the same time, I shouldn't mess around with Traction, right? Like I know that, I knew that, but I just decided to go against that. But yeah, and then I got no shit on Halucha trying to sub up. He hits all the stone edges, and then the acrobatics roll. All I can say is unfortunate, and that I fucked up. I mean, ain't much else to say about this.
I mean, there's like, think about it this way. Let's say it was Blue and Victini.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this thing is banded because it killed you.
Yep.
Had you Earthquaked, even knowing that the Blue and Victini in the bag was a chance, and he actually had Blue and Victini, and you clicked Earthquake, people were gonna be like, "Oh, you should have just clicked Ice Punch to break the balloon."
Yeah, maybe.
It's a
I don't know.
lose-lose.
Cause like when I think about it, like odds wise, like to hit 7 stone is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and I thought even to hit 3 was like somewhat like unlikely. So I could risk a turn to like try and make a prediction, but then he just keep clicking stone edge, and then it just ended up working out. I mean, GG. I don't know. At the beginning, I was playing well too. I had the protect, I had the tech, dude. I had the hidden tech, and then just Terrakion came in.
Dude, if Trakion missed once, you probably would have won, dude.
Maybe. I mean, at this,
Missed,
I
like,
wasn't
once.
whatchamacallit on Halucha. I wasn't unburdened. I was Mold Breaker, thinking he might bring like Unaware Clef or something, and he had Scarf Haxers. So I don't know. He probably would have stolen anyway. But hey, that's 7-edge. Age, right?
Maybe.
That's 7-edge.
Yeah, this is the week where Gator was really scared of Mental Herb Axorus.
Oh, I mean, I was still scared of it the second time we played. It literally sweeps my team. Like my whole, I don't have anything for it because it just Mold Breakers through Pikamuku, and I can't encore him. But it never came. All right. So now we got Duncan against Chimpak. What happened here? What happened?
So he missed Meteor Mash, and I clicked Stealth Rock, and then he crits Meteor Mash. No, he hits the next one, and then he crits the next one. So my 50% berry doesn't activate, and I would have been able to set up Stealth Rock, and kill the Metagross at the same time, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. And it would have been nice because it would have forced him. It would have maintained my rocks on the field, I think, because he couldn't have went Torkoal because his Torkoal Rabbit spun. And then with the rocks up, it guarantees my Azu killing his Landers. But I crit the Landers anyway, so it like evened out there. If you can think of it that way, because he crit me and I crit him.
Yeah.
And then I used Rain Dance Thunderous to, I get the priority to outspeed his.
I remember you were talking about how like Venusaur is like a huge problem. He didn't bring it, right?
Yeah, he didn't bring it, but it's tough because like what on his team could he have switched Venusaur for? Marowak maybe, but the thing is, if he switched Marowak for Venusaur, my Volcanion would have put in even more work.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is he gonna do? And like I had Rain Dance Thunders anyway. So
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Good job, dude. Whatever, dude. Like, whatever. Emvee played against. I don't know any of Emvee's like opponents, like who he played against.
Oh, I played. Oh yeah, this is when I played Milwaukee. So I played Steve this week.
Muck got 4 kills.
Basically, I set up Curse with Muck.
Oh yeah. He used Trick Room. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
He brought Trick Room. I set up Curse, and then I think during this match, he set up Trick Room again while I still had my Curse Muck.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know.
Yeah, but let's not get too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Week 4. Why is my game always first? Is it because alphabetically or something? Because it's like always the first one.
I guess so, dude. Like I guess.
Yeah, because Doug is the next one, right?
Yeah. Okay. I guess because I'm in the first division, and then I'm alphabetically first in that division or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I played against Monotui and lost again. So now I'm 1-3. I started off by sacking my Heatran like turn 3. I just completely sacked it because if he wasn't Specs, I think I lived any other type of Hydro Pump. So I was like, screw it, and just so like week 3, I thought he can miss a Stone Edge, it's possible, and then here I'm like, oh, like Hydro Pump won't kill me if he's not Specs or Life Orb, I think, and then he can also miss. I'm like, no, I'm gonna try and get my rocks up. Nah, I just exploded, and then I got pressured heavily by his Buzzwole and his Zygarde. Like Buzzwole, like I brought Kamala this week and it did nothing because and I wanted to Rapid Spin because after you set up a spike, I wanted to Rapid Spin. Every time I click it, he'd get a free switch in the Buzzwole, which means I would just lose because I didn't have anything to respond to that. Because like Whimsicott, even it was, I think it was max defense Whimsicott or something, it still took too much damage. And then Halucha got to +2 and couldn't kill Zygarde. Oh yeah, I missed the high jump kick on Zygarde, but it wouldn't have killed anyway. Like at +2 it does like 90%, so I get punished for clicking, I guess, a wrong move. I'm not sure. He played well.
I mean, Buzzwole overall is just a big threat to you, dude.
He went to Scald right on the Halucha, and then he switched the next turn into a Roserade when you could have got up 2 swords to win the game.
Yeah, but he's probably thinking there's no way I'd do that or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't actually win the game at that point because he still had extreme speed and the Specs Water Shuriken. But yeah, he played well.
Yeah, but it would have helped a lot because
okay. Now we have where's Philadelphia against Borussia.
Chimp's right below you.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
What happened?
This game, I froze him turn 1 with my Kirim, but then he thought himself a Scald.
Oh,
and the thing is, I could have just killed his Primarina, but I thought it was Wakandberry, but like I wasn't running the calc. Like if it was on Showdown, I would have been able to see that it couldn't have been Wakan, that it had to be a Stealth Vest. I could have just killed the thing with Fusion Bolt. And then I got a lot of momentum with Thunderous. I used my Z move to kill his Lucario. And then late game, I had the calcs all wrong, because when you do, there's 2 different damage calcs. There's the VGC one,
and Trainer Tower thing.
Yeah, Trainer Tower and the regular one. And I was using the Trainer Tower one, and I kept calculating Dazzling Gleam, and Dazzling Gleam is a spread move. So I thought so I calculated everything wrong, and I thought the Magearna was Specs. And the thing is, I do it live, so like you could see me just being like confused, like how did he outspeed my Thunderous and his Specs? And I was just like, I have no idea what's happening. And I taunted the Magearna. It was Scarf, and like my Azu could have easily just clicked knockoff and gotten rid of the Scarf so that Dugtrio outsped, but he wasn't even fast enough to outspeed the Dugtrio.
The funny thing
with Earthquake.
The funny thing was, his Magearna could have been able to outrun Dugtrio if he was running max speed with the Scarf, but he wasn't, so Dugtrio was faster.
Nice speed creeps.
Yeah.
Nice speed creeps. And so you won? Did you win? You won because of that, right? Because he didn't outspeed.
Because
Yeah.
it wasn't max speed.
Yeah.
And because like I could have just clicked knockoff. But I was like,
Yeah.
it's specs, but it asked for my thunder. I don't know what was going on.
Okay, and then so yours is Envy's always gonna be the last one.
Is mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Oh yeah,
played
it is.
Geo.
Oh yeah, I was up. Oh, this match was pretty fun. This was up against Geo, and this
Yeah,
is
that's
where
a
like
fun
I
one.
literally stayed in with Mag, and I just clicked. I clicked knockoff on Bronzong first. He got up rocks or whatever. Then he boomed on my defensive Magnet Zone. He brought in Rhyperior, and then he went for Ice Punch as I went for Magnet Rise, and then I just set up a sub, as he he went to Conk after that, and then he just clicked Ice Punch like twice while I knocked out his Conk Elder. Like he kept expecting me to go to Lando.
Right.
And yeah, I just
paid
stayed
the
in with
price.
Mag and I killed like 3 months.
It says Virizion.
I can understand both
Like,
plays
you
because
played-
you wanted to sack the
okay.
Magazine. There was no point in having the Magazine because of Bronzong, and then he wanted
Yeah,
to really
Bronzong was
Lando.
Muckalola kills Gengar Pursuit. Muck is broken. Must be nice. Dude.
His Gengar also had Trick Room too, which was pretty interesting.
Oh,
Well,
what? That's
I guess, like,
fire.
I could have actually just stayed in with Virizion and knocked him out, but I just switched to Muck because I thought he was like offensive or something. But then he set up Trick Room, so I had to like sack around a bit until it wore off. Then I just came in with Virizion and I won.
That's crazy. Yeah, these dudes are dangerous. All these dudes in GBA are dangerous. All right, let's
Very
go.
dangerous.
Let's go week 5.
Yeah.
Week 5. Who did I play week 5? The Free State Torcast. Free State Torcast. What happened? I see Metagross kill Mammoth Pursuit. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
42 turns later.
What? So there's one thing that happened. What happened earlier that I didn't? So I burned his Keldeo with my Heatran flamethrower. Like I put flamethrower on instead of lava plume, like on purpose. And it sucked that I burned him because I had toxic on Pyukumuku, and that meant his Keldeo kind of just like didn't care about my Pyukumuku that much. And there was a point where he started spamming Icy Wind, but I think I just forgot about the speed drop. I think we both forgot about the speed drop or something, and then it's like some weird occurrence of switches happened. But eventually, like the Keldeo kept switching in the flamethrowers and died, and then that's it. It just flamethrower. You see, flamethrower just killed everything eventually. Oh yeah, and then turn 1, he sacked his Alola Whack thinking I would set up Stealth Rock, but I just clicked Earthquake with my Mammo. Yeah, we don't play games.
You could have won if you clicked Stealth Rock, like literally turn 1.
Oh yeah, because he was like some flame charge set. That's
Yeah.
dangerous. That actually would have beat my team. That's crazy. Nothing much else to
play,
say
good
about the
play.
game. I don't think.
Yeah, you made some good plays this game.
Yeah, there's just Heatran just spamming flamethrower. All right, Philadelphia Scissor against St. Louis. Oh yeah, classic. The El Clasico matchup.
Alright, so I go against A-Drive. I crit turn 1 on his Electros, and everyone was like, oh my god, this matters so much. But he clicked knockoff. The thing is, because he clicked knockoff, like my Volcanion would have been a little weaker, and it would have been better because I would have been able to switch up moves. And later in the game, like I was really scared of the Haxor setting up, so I locked myself into a move that wasn't really that strong. So if he had clicked knockoff on me, that would have been nice. But I crit the Steam Eruption, which is I guess nice at the same time. He goes out to Toxapex, and I hard switch into Kyurem.
God play. God play. Dude.
Yeah, so I can easily get the sub up as he goes for I think Toxic Spikes.
Yeah.
I sub up, he goes to Clef, I kill that with Iron Head, I kill his Staraptor, and then late game he has a Haxorus that's setting up DDs, and I have the Azu in, and I think he clicked Dragon Claw a couple times, Swords Dance a couple times. It didn't really matter what he did because I had Aqua Jet and Sash on the Duck Trio. If he had Dual Chop with Dragon Claw, that would have been dangerous, but nobody's running Dual Chop and Dragon Claw when you want coverage to hit.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Azu
Did you see
and
his
Rushmiki.
Clef set that game? It was like stored
He
power
was
or
Cosmic
something.
Power Calm Line, yeah.
That could that have beaten you? Could
No,
that-
I don't claws on my Kyurem. Because I'm
It's a
unaware.
nasty set.
Terrible.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, home claws. All right.
Like I'm not unaware. Like I'm like I have Terravolt and
I
he
thought
is
you
unaware.
were
so-
sub roost. I guess not.
I'm sub bone claws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You crit the Electros with the Volcanion, right?
Yeah, Steam Motion.
Turn 1, dude.
Yeah.
Turn
It
1.
was clean.
All right. And then
All
Emvee's
the way
game.
bottom.
Alright, we're going down to my game here. Who did I play this time? Oh, I
Callum.
played
Yeah.
yeah, I played Callum this game. So pretty much every time I had to face sand, like with Callum, I just brought rain, and I mean it was pretty nice because I basically like pretty much had the upper hand every time I got up rain, and once I got rid of his T-Tar, what did I get rid of T-Tar with? I got rid of it with Muck. Oh, I had Brick Break on Muck till their T-Tar.
Nice tag.
But he
nice
had some
tag.
like Z move. I think he had some Z move T-Tar with but he was like slower than my Muck somehow, so I was able to outrun that. And I predicted Excadrill coming in really nicely, and I went for like HP fighting both of those times it came in and knocked it out. And yeah, then after that, like he lost his Sand Sweeper, then Kabutops came in the end and just killed the last couple mons.
Typical rain against sand. Good job, man. Good job.
It's just raining against sand, dude. Like this, as much as like
yeah, it ain't special.
Like,
this ain't
if we had like a
man.
team that was good against rain, it would have been more difficult. But since he had sand, it was pretty much like auto win for me.
You didn't outplay this guy. You did not. You just got lucky. That's all. Lucky week for Emvee. All right, next. Week 6. Who did I play week 6? Where's? Oh, why is it not on the top this time? You see that?
You're not on the top. You're like right below.
What the heck? That's so weird. All right, I played against George.
Oh, you beat him this time. Nice.
Yeah, I brought Specs Lottie, and it basically won because I toxic his Togekiss. I brought was it Max Spadef Heatran, and he went for I knew like I kind of had to put him on like being max speed Togekiss because it outspeeds stuff like Diggersby and his speed ties with Memo and stuff. So I brought Max Spadef, which doesn't get 2 KO'd by no special attack plus 2 Aura Sphere. So I was able to get a Toxic off and Stealth Rocks up. And then at that point, like the Togekiss can't switch in anymore, right, to Draco because it just takes too much damage. And eventually the Togekiss just went down to Thunderbolt, and then I started clicking Draco, and every time I did, it got a kill. And then the Assault Vest Mammo coming in clutch, just living every single hit possible. It lived a Leaf Storm and a Shadow Ball, and knocked out 2 of his Mons. Besides that,
wait, Mammo's Fight lived a Leaf Storm and a Shadow Ball?
It lived both, bro. That was Assault Vest. That's the king.
That's too good.
I don't think anything else crazy happened. Oh, we traded early my Galvantula for his Mew. I don't know if that was favorable or not for him. That was weird. He was like max.
That's favorable for
attack.
you. It looks like.
Yeah, I guess. Galvantula is still like a big threat to his team, like on paper, but and I think he recognized that too. So I guess he wanted that trade, but we ended up winning anyway because it specs Lottie. Not bad.
It looked like Lottie put in a lot of work in this game.
Yeah, Lottie put in a lot of work.
Yeah, this is a week where you fall in love with AV Mammo.
All right, let's move on to we got Chimp back versus Mono 2V. At this time, both of these dudes are what 5-0, or no 5-0 and 4-1.
I'm 4-1. He's 5-0.
Matchup of the week.
Won every game. He's won every game like really easily, handily. I guess I would say.
All right. Okay.
So, in the early game, he like flinches my Alamola, so he gets up an early spike. Because I had to wish up and protect. And if he didn't get up that spike, I wouldn't have went for Rap Spin. I would have been able to get up another spike. And later, like he tried to Toxic my Kofag as I went for HP Ice. HP Ice would have killed with a spike up. And he missed the Toxic anyway. So you could say that was even out. Even though I don't really think the Toxic miss mattered that much because like I didn't really use the Kofag outside of the Zygarde. And like I just used it to make the Jirachi not get Serene Grace anymore because I knew that he was faster than most of my team outside of my Thunders. So if he wasn't Serene Grace, then my Thunders, my Alamola and stuff wouldn't have been able to get flinched, so I could wish that up because I believe Thunders got status somehow from Mantine or something. His Mantine was Wakanberry. I don't know why, because...
Does it still die? Or what?
It doesn't still die, but like it still takes a ton and it doesn't really do much back. Like he didn't have Mirror Coat.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Alamola just I used that for Greninja. Zygarde I used Kofag, and then Gligar actually killed his Buzzwole.
Oh yeah, with
SD Aerials,
yeah.
and then Thunders just shut the rest.
Yeah, your Thunders took that Rosary by surprise, which was really cool.
Oh yeah, I
nice
had
Sky
the
Strike.
Sonic Sky Strike. Yeah, that was nice.
What did he say?
I've
He
been
said like
using a
you
lot of
Sky Strike
Zero
like
Zero
5
Zero.
Rosary or some amount of Rosaries. Yeah, he knew about the power. All right, and then we got Emvee's game. Emvee played the Utah.
This is where I
Dragon.
didn't play Cooper, but I played Necrostevo.
Rest in peace,
Necrostevo.
Cooper. All right, what happened?
So this game,
This
pretty
is a
much,
classic
I
Rainbow
led.
fan.
Oh, I led with Sniper. This is what the first time I brought Sniper Kingdra. Focus Energy Sniper Kingdra. I just had a Focus Energy turn 1. He goes to Klefki, and I just killed that with Scald. And I burned it with Scald, so player F does like 25%. Then he brings in, I think, like Swellow or something, crits my Empoleon. I get up rocks, and that pretty much kind of seals the game because he goes Breloom, I sack Empoleon, I go Alakazam, he sacks Breloom, he goes Swellow, I sack Empoleon, and then D-Knight comes in and kills everything.
Yeah, I see. This game is really fast. What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then Muck.
because like
Yeah,
everyone's like, oh my god, Emvee's so weak to electric types, and this guy has one of the best electric types with Zapdos, and he doesn't bring it.
Shots fired already. Hey, Necrostevo, Chip, I say you garbage, bro.
I'm saying like people. I'm saying the people, like
No, yeah,
electric
sure,
types
sure.
beat Emvee.
He brought
And he's not-
Lantern,
he's not-
dude. What's wrong with Lantern? You don't like Lantern?
Look at
Dude, I
look at
think
his
I
stats,
asked him.
dude.
I
Look
think
at
I
the
asked
stats
him
of
why he didn't
Lantern.
bring it. No, I think I asked him why he didn't bring it. I think he told me like it's like a pain to breed or like get.
Oh yeah, he
and stuff
in his
he
game.
does the same thing, right? He doesn't use like.
Yeah, he does the
one.
same as Cooper.
Ah, that's a worthy replacement then. I see why. I understand now.
Dude, the clutch moment of this match was when my Muck lived a guts boosted facade from Swallow
That's how you know Muck is broken.
after a spike.
That doesn't make any sense. Completely broken. All right, week 7. Let's move it along. We've been recording for okay. Let's try and pick up pace a tiny bit if we can. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, the kills aren't even here anymore. They're just getting lazy as time goes on.
Dude, people getting lazy now.
All right, well, week 7 play against Tuff. Tuff hasn't got a single win. He sacked his Nido King turn 1. There's really not much else to say. Like I was so scared of the Nido King because in theory, electric terrain with Tapu Koko plus the Nido King with an electric attack, I don't have anything if my Mamo takes any damage. But I brought AV Mamo again. Earth Power did like 40%. Nido King died turn 1. And and then somewhere along the line he like went for Flame Charge on my Heatran thinking I switched, but HP Ground didn't kill anyway, so I had no reason to. But yeah.
Man, I got respect for Top staying in the GBA after going 0-12, unlike some other people.
All right, dude. Okay, well, watch what you say. All right. We got Chimp back. Chimp back played against George and took a fat L. He took a fat nasty L. What happened?
So he brought Scarf Kiss, and like I had to knock that off with Kofag. I had knocked off on like 3 Pokemon. Gligar, no, Kofag and Azu and maybe Thundurus. No, Thundurus had Dark Z move. So I did knock that off, but I got up Tug Spikes, and my Kofag went down to the Togekiss, and I went to cure him. And I had to cycle a couple Pokemon to cure him because like he had Sub Protect Suicune or something like that.
Disgusting.
It was really, really annoying. Like, because I have Fusion Bolt as my only attack to really hit that with. So he sacks the Suicune. I get my Thundurus up to full, my Kyurem up to full because he was doing Sub. So that's where he's hitting for Scald to try to get a burn on me. And then I went there's a position where I had Azu versus a couple of his Pokemon, and I went for Rest. And every time I went for Sleep Talk, I always got Rest, which is really annoying because if I ever got Parasong on the Mew, it never pressured me.
Right.
And like if I got Parasong once, that would have been really, really nice because it would have forced him to go out to one of his other Pokemon. Also, I killed his Drapion with Thunders really, really early. He went for knockoff. I killed it with 2 Thunderbolts.
Explain the ending, dude. What happened at the end?
And then the end game, I thought George is a psychopath who runs Scarf, Stealth Rock, Garchomp, and I also thought that it could have been Yachi. So I was like, I don't know what type of Garchomp this is. So I went for U-turn expecting him to switch out because if he was a setup variant of Miss Magius, it could have been really bad for me. So I went for U-turn expecting him to switch out, but he just goes for Dragon Claw. And if I went for Roost, I'm pretty sure that was game. But I go out to Kieran Black thinking I still win the game. He goes for Dragon Claw. I don't easily live that, but I comfortably live that. I kill it with Ice Beam. Then he goes out to Miss Magius, and I can live any hit, but he's the one set that beats me, which is Scarf or Specs.
Nice.
He kills me with the Shadow Ball, which I think was a roll anyway. And then I go to Thundurus and I calculate Dark Pulse kills, except I was clicking Z move Dark Pulse, and it doesn't kill. So I just Dark Pulse and it does not enough, and then I don't get the flinch, and he kills me with another Shadow Ball. And I go to Gligar and it kills me with.
Wait, would you have
Yeah.
killed if you actually clicked the Z move? Would you have killed?
Yeah, but I had to use the Z move on the Mew because my Azumarill never got a Parasong or knockoff. If I got a knockoff or a
shoot.
Parasong, it would have been nice because Doug Trio,
Yeah. You
put
lost,
it in
bro.
range
You
to
lost.
where I was just
You lost.
whatever.
Lost it. All right. Moving on. We got Emvee against San
me
Jose
versus Tom.
Sharpedos.
Yeah. So this game, basically, I remember leading off Lenders, he led Thundurus, and I switched out into something else. And basically, the point of this game was I think I just wait. Oh yeah, Verzion got a lot of kills, so I set up rocks. I think I had oh yeah, this was a weird match because like he sacked off his Vaporeon to my Verzion, right? That was his only Pokemon that stopped my Crest. Like he went for Wish, but he didn't go for Protect at all. And I'm thinking that's the reason is because of last season where Protect kind of messed him up when I baton passed out in the Gyarados. But yeah, Verzion came through, and I was able to like weaken a lot of his team. And then like Pokemon that just died of Verzion were left after that, like Porygon and like slower Gardevoir and stuff. So I set up an SD and I just cleaned with like 4 kills.
Great work, dude. Great work. Just another sweep for Emvee. Just another day. Just another day. For
Just another day in the life of a sweeping lord himself.
Of course. All right, moving along. We got week 8. What happened week 8? Inter-conference. So like one of our 2
Who did you play week 8?
games. I played.
Oh, you played.
John.
You played Jantes.
Where is he? I see him.
Second. Top to the right.
Took a fat nasty L. I was taking a fat nasty shit. So I couldn't calc anything like the whole entire game, and that really sucked because turn 1, he led with Ditto. I led with my genius Spectran that had no move. What was that? No move to touch the Heatran. What was it? We had me and Chimp came up with this. It was overheat, eruption, flash cannon, and explode. I think it was explosion.
Explosion.
And turn 1, I was like, okay, well he only has 5 PP. I can just click eruption until he switches. So he starts spamming flash cannon, and it does way more than I thought it would. It's doing enough to where like after he uses his 5, I'll be at like half. So my eruption is gonna do like no damage. I should have spammed overheat if I wanted to damage something like really hard off the bat. So that didn't end up working out. I was forced to switch. He made some god plays along the line, like he close combated or something with his banded Arcanine, which destroyed my whole entire goddamn team. And I also got lucky because like I brought Life Orb Mammal this time instead of the God Assault Vest, and my Mammal lived at 1 HP from I think it was Gengar's Energy Ball or something. That made it look like it was Focus Sash, so I was able to trade that at least. I don't know, he just put too much pressure on me with the banded Arcanine, and the Ditto was really annoying because it could just switch into the Heatran infinitely. And at one point I thought I was able to catch him on like a choke. I thought I was gonna make him waste all his PP with the Heatran, which would let me set up with the Hawlucha. But no, that's not the case. Hawlucha almost was able to win in the end, but it just died. It wasn't able to kill the Arcanine with high jump kick at -1. So
dude, Gio's one of the more ballsy players, man. Like he actually makes really good plays. That's kind of why I sort of played like very like not so good.
Yeah,
so that he
played well. Like he definitely played well.
Yeah.
I think I did underestimate him a little bit, but it's whatever. I couldn't calc anything, which sucked a good amount, but at the same time, like I think he would have still won anyway, so props to him. Next we got why is it all messed up like this? Okay, here we go. Sauce Bugs against Scizors. What happened, dude? What happened?
I mean, he brought Trick Room against me, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. Whatever.
He brought Trick Room to the Trick House?
Yeah, brought Trick Room to the Trick House. I had Azu, I think I got burned. Like, I don't know. Like, he went for Trick Room, and I thought he went for Trick Room twice. I wasn't really paying attention, so he got like 3 kills. Or, how many kills did he get?
Yeah, he got 3
Yeah,
kills.
he got like 3. Yeah, I sacked my Dugtrio. I had to sack my Kofag to get rid of the guts on the Hariyama. And then my Fortress also died to probably Swampert. But like my Kieran put in work. Everything on my team had HG Fire for his Kartana, and he didn't bring Kartana. Like even my Dugtrio had HG Fire. Like HG Fire from anything kills Kartana, which is stupid. Like my Dugtrio could have killed his Kartana with HG Fire. It was like jolly nature.
Nice Kartana. Alright, so Trick Room to the Trick House didn't work out. Deaths on 3 mons and then 2 kills for the rest. Very, very nice, dude. Nicely done. And we got Chimp Chargers against still no win Tup. What happened?
Oh yeah.
I see Dragonite got a bunch of kills.
Yeah, Dragonite, of course, just another day.
Literally just another week, just another sweep, bro. Nothing crazy here. Is there anything interesting?
So I remember this game. I think like Tup brought some very interesting sets. He brought Mud Bomb, Blissey.
What is Mud Bomb?
Interesting
What is
Blissey
that?
set.
That's a move?
Like
yeah,
lowers
Mud Bomb is
accuracy
a
or
special
something?
attack. It lowers accuracy.
Are you
And
kidding
he had like
me?
Serene Grace on it, so he didn't have Natural Cure. So I actually toxic that with Empoleon, and I thought it'd come back in later on without a status, but then it came back in with like a toxic, I think.
What? Wait,
Which
it's
is
the
interesting.
percentage chance to lower accuracy or guaranteed?
Garen. No, it's
Oh yeah,
percentage. Like
no, it's
30.
percentage accuracy. That's why he had
That's why he had this.
Serene Grace, so that
Okay,
it boosts that.
okay, interesting.
But like this was kind of a game where like I had to keep away rocks because I knew that Dragonite would just kind of clean up his team. So I sort of played it in a sense, it was weird. Like I brought in Verzion at one point, right? So that I could try to weaken his team a bit, so that I could end game with Dragonite. So I SD up, and then he sacks off his Tangrowth, which is one of the Pokemon that actually kind of checks Dragonite in a sense. Well, I had I don't know what Z move that I had. I had some Z move. I'm pretty sure it was.
something like that.
It might, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Flanium. Yeah, so yeah, that Tangrowth was gone, which was pretty nice. Oh, he also sacked off Hydreigon, which is interesting. I think he stayed in on my Virizion, and I think I attacked it with close combat. So he sacked off Hydreigon to that. I don't even know why he stayed in. Like, I don't, maybe, did he sack it off or like, no, I brought in Virizion on it, and I just went for close combat, and he just stayed in and sacked Hydreigon, which was a pretty big threat to my team. And I think Staraptor was choice banded with quick attack.
He
actually went for quick attack a couple times in my Cresselia.
Against me too. Was it banded? Maybe it was Scarf. I think it was Scarf. I don't remember.
And like, I had to knock off the Steelix because I knew that it kind of had a berry. I saw no item at one point, so I'm like, okay, maybe this is like a berry or something. So I knocked it off with like Landorus and had a Shucka berry, so the Dragonite was able to clean with like Earthquake, Sky Strike, and yeah. Oh yeah, I Sky Strike the Blissey. That was really fun.
Nice. Good job, dude. Good job.
I just Sky Strike to like a 50%.
Just kill him. That's good to hear.
All right, let's go week 9. Week 9.
Yeah.
Scizor. Okay, you first, Chimp, because yours is first now for some reason. Philadelphia Scizor against Free State Torcast. What we got? Oh, so he actually brought the sun this time. This time he brought the sun.
Yeah. Well, Cannon started the game, like, it heavily damaged. It killed something and then heavily damaged. I think it killed Torkoal and then heavily damaged something else or something like that.
Oh, is this the game where he brought? Is this the AV Weavile?
Oh yeah. For some reason, I was calculating this like 20 spreads. I didn't see Assault Vest. He lived with literally like 1 HP or something, but it was like Assault Vest. I was like really confused. I don't know why you would bring AV Weavile.
That's fire. Hello, didn't it live Volcanian's fire attack?
Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was a roll. Like, I don't understand why you would bring it if it's a roll. Like, you just bring Sash, and you can guarantee you live it, instead of it being a roll.
Laser control isn't the best, dude.
This is true.
Yeah, but if he led with it, so it didn't matter. There were no hazards out.
Yeah, true.
Zorak, late game, I tried to disguise it as Thunderous, but he went out to Venusaur anyway, which is the thing that I didn't want him to go out into. I wanted him to go to Landers so I could HP Ice it or something. Or he did go Landers, but it was Scarf. I don't know. I wanted him to go to Venusaur so I could flamethrower it and kill it, yeah. But I had Sash Zorak, and there was one point that was very pivotal. My Kieran Black was slower than his Venusaur because he was timid. I outsped Mondo's Venusaur.
Yeah.
But he didn't see that, and I was able to get another kill with my Kieran.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
great. See the game?
Did you?
Also, I volt switched with Fortress to kill his Weavile. I think it's
I remember. You made the God play.
Yeah.
Of course, you gotta fit that in there.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's right beside. The rematch. The rematch.
The revenge.
7 edge drive against Noob Gator. Look at that Diggersby 4 kill. I gotta talk about this one for a little bit because this was a close ass game. It felt like it started off the same way, kinda. I felt like I was in control, mainly because he missed like 5 million moves. He had Focus Blast on his Clefable, and he missed the first 2 turns.
What did he call it? What did he call the video?
He called it losing focus or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you want to use Focus Blast, you have to. I mean, it's whatever. Like, you have it can miss. I knew he brought a lot of inaccurate moves, right? Like he had Edge, Blast. What else did he have? All Victini's moves, but I guess he has Victory Star.
Yeah.
I mean, but he missed. And so I was able to not only get up Stealth Rocks, but kill it for free, like just completely for free. So I just got a free Mon because he didn't do anything basically for the first couple of turns.
Must be nice starting out 6-5 with Rocks though.
Yeah. And I still managed to somehow almost lose. What did he do next? I think he went to Tarak, and then I brought the max defense to Blade. Like, I don't care. Earthquake
max
did like 30%. And then I went to Lottie because it was a safe double in case he wanted to stay in and go for Earthquake again or go into his Victini. But he ended up going for a Ground DMZ, and it made me look good, but I was not expecting Ground DMZ. I just did it because I thought it was a safe double. I brought HP Fire on the Lottie, but I didn't click it, even though Scizor was his main switch-in. Well, I guess a Golisopod could be a switch-in as well. So I ended up just going for, I think it was just a regular move to get some rocks damage. And then some stuff passed on down the line. Hawlucha knocked out his Golisopod. The Curse Pikamuku didn't actually work out that much because his Victini had Thunder on it, and it just does way too much damage.
I need pair on your Lottie.
Oh yeah, he Thunder paired my Lottie, which forced me to Memento super early because like it's just not a check if it's paralyzed.
dude, I remember this part. He went into the GBA chat and said, "Is the Memento allowed?"
Oh yeah, he did. He tried to like see like, is the Memento not allowed? It's like, is it an Omni boosting move?
That was funny because that's what I knew Gator and him was playing, and
Yeah.
like Gator might presume eventually.
But yeah, of course, Lottie went down because of that. But I mean, he missed Focus Blast at the beginning, so like whatever. And then there a very bad series of events, just like last time, where I have his Victini at 25%. It's only taking rocks damage. And I decided to go for rest on my Double instead of an attack because I'm just thinking Halucha can kill this. It's like a no health. It's at 25%. And then I look at the calcs in Showdown and nothing kills it. Like Superpower might kill it, like has a chance, but Acrobatics has no chance. So I go for a Superpower and this thing lives on like 5 HP. I don't know I think it might have been exactly. I don't remember exactly, but it lived. Again, like Halucha just garbage. It's complete garbage. So Halucha goes down, and then I have to bring in my Agility Diggersby, and that means it gets hit with a huge blue flare. I think he could have killed it if he went for Focus Blast. I think he had Focus Blast on it, but I guess he doesn't want to miss because he missed enough, right? So he blue flares me super low, and then the most important turn of the game, he brings in the Scizor, and I'm thinking I lost because he clicks. Because what did he have left? He had the Scizor, the X-Cloud,
Yeah, he had the Scizor
and the Tarak.
Yeah, the track. You had the Doublade Heatran
And the Diggersby.
like almost dead.
So I'm thinking all he has to do is click Bullet Punch because X-Cloud plus Tarak just beat my last 2 mons. They just straight up beat,
Yeah.
especially X-Cloud because he has Scrappy, which he just starts spamming Focus Blast. I guess he has to hit, so it's not over yet. But there's no point in me saving the Diggersby, in my eyes at least, because like it gets Bullet Punched or it just gets outsped by Scarf, X-Cloud, and Tarak. So I was like, I'm just gonna attack him. And then I remember listening to his commentary, his thought process. I can sort of understand it. And if I did switch, he would look good, right? But at the same time, I think it was more of a reason.
Dude,
to
it was the
Bullet
worst
Punch,
play
right?
because X-Cloud has Scrappy. It goes through the blade.
Right. Yeah. I remember in his next video, he explained that I think he forgot X-Cloud had Scrappy or something, that it could actually hit the blade, because he was saying something like he might have to switch between Fire Blast and Focus Blast and stuff. But I think that's what influenced him to click U-turn. But I ended up winning a game that I really think I shouldn't have won, especially the fact that he misses Focus Blast and stuff. Like, whatever. I mean, he did bring a lot of inaccurate moves, so I guess he's bound to miss some of them, but he missed the wrong ones, I think. So, unfortunate for him.
I mean, you kind of get when you're playing it live, you kind of get tunnel vision. You just focus on one thing, and then like you forget about the bigger picture. That's probably what happened to him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, I got a W. I needed it a lot. Revenge in whatever way fashion this is, it's still revenge. All right. But yeah, we talked about that one for a while, but that was a really important game. Then we got Emvee rematching the Trick Room Master himself. Okay.
Yep. So like this game was actually really quick, like the last one. Basically, I led like Sash Empoleon versus his Swampert. He went for like he apparently was some fast Swampert. It was faster than my Empoleon. I was max speed Empoleon, but I was like a plus special attack nature, and his Swampert was faster. He went for Earthquake, but I held on to my Sash and I went for Grass Knot. And I knocked him out. Then he went Circuitry, knocked out Empoleon. Then I went Landers and I U-turned as he goes into he Volt switched from Circuitry to Meloetta. And then I go into, what do you call it, Landers. I go for U-turn into Muck as he's Pirouette form. And then Muck is able to kill Meloetta. And then he revenges me with Circuitry. And then I go into Landers and I click Earthquake on his Licky Licky, which comes in. And this is actually a pretty interesting foresight because he goes to Licky Licky, right? It lives on like 52% or something. So I'm like, okay, I don't think I want to like just stay in an Earthquake again twice. So I switched out into Magnezone. And he actually had counter. So he actually went for counter and it did nothing because I switched. And then I went for... I felt pretty good about that. I felt pretty good. I think after that, I probably Volt switched out. Yeah, I don't remember what else, like, in order what died. But basically, at the end, Mimikyu was out. It went for Trick Room. So he did bring Trick Room again. I think it was more, like, well timed, I guess, since like the last I guess it kind of made more sense. But yeah, anyways, he Trick Roomed up. I killed Mimikyu with Flash Cannon, and then he brought in Como-O, and he went for Dragon Claw on my Magnezone. I think he was probably expecting Lando, but like I just stayed in with Mag again. I weakened Como-O to the point where Alakazam just came out and killed Como-O and killed weakened Licky Licky, because I think Licky Licky got more damage after that, and I had like Encore, so. Or he had Wish but no Protect. Dude, I don't understand why these GBA people bring like Wish and no Protect all the time, dude.
Hey, they're trying
Like,
to consolidate. They need the moves, bro. They only got 4 moves.
Yeah.
All right, well played, dude. Just another Emvee win. Just another one.
Yeah, just another clean game.
All right, week 10. So now we're getting the weeks for stuff. Well, for me they mattered, but for the other, wait, why can't I?
Yeah,
How do I get to week?
Yours
10?
is the first one.
the first one.
Why? How do I? Wait, hold on. How do I scroll over that? Wait, what?
What happened?
Like, it won't let me. Okay, well I clicked it, but how do I scroll over the?
Is there like an arrow on the side?
No, there's nothing. Cause I can click on week 10, but I don't think I can click on the rest. Oh, we'll see.
You can't go down.
I won't. Wait, down. I have to go left and right. Whatever. I clicked on 10. Let's focus. I don't know how that's gonna work. Okay. Oh yeah. So this is not a troll. This was an important game. This was actually a super duper important game. Like the A Drive game was super duper important and close, and the same thing with this one. So yeah, this one first time playing Lars and only time. So where were the important turns in this? So one really important turn that happened super early was where he missed his. He missed it, right? He missed his Will-O-Wisp on my Diggersby. Which is like something bad should happen more times than not on that turn, because I looked at I put him on a fast Rotom to outspeed stuff like Mamo, Diggersby. Well, mine was Scarf, but like just naturally, and he was the fast Rotom. And the frustration calc that I was looking at, it had a chance to kill the Rotom. I think it was a 50% chance to kill the Rotom just straight up. And even if it didn't kill it, I had Facade on it, which it's questionable whether it's good or not if it's burned. Like in some situations it could be good because like it just completely decimates like Lucario after a couple of hazards and stuff, but there's also a chance it can miss. So like in all situations I think I'm okay with the outcome. He ends up living, which is still a roll, and then he misses the Will-O-Wisp, which is whatever. So I'm able just to knock out the Rotom super early. There's a lot of switching and setting up hazards and stuff. He brought Assault Vest Celebi. I don't know what the fuck that was for.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna bring like some setup Celebi, which actually I think it would have crushed me. I was expecting some
Like
sort of
nasty fly
offensive
earth
thing.
power stuff.
Yeah, but it was Assault. It did have Earth Power and HP Fire and stuff like that. That's why I brought the Aqua Berry on Ferrothorn, so I can just click knockoff on it immediately. And that's when I saw the Assault Vest. I'm just like, what's this? And then towards the end game, he let his Latios go down to my Blade because I brought Max Bedef 3 Steel types. Like Heatran was Max Bedef, Ferrothorn, and the Blade, they were all Max Bedef. Because his Magearna is just a threat, his Lottie's a threat, and his Nihilego could have been a threat. He didn't bring it.
Triple Steel Core.
Yeah, Triple Steel Core. I don't remember if he was Z-move on the Magearna. I know he was Trick Room. I think he said he was Trick Room. And at the end game, I think there was a part where, I don't know, I think we both choked. Yeah, we both, because he had Trick Room on it, but he didn't think Tailwind was an option. I think that was his reasoning. And I clicked Shadow Sneak instead of just trying to get the 2-hit KO with a different move, because I didn't think he would set up Trick Room at that point. I mean, and I think if he had Shift Gear, it wouldn't have mattered either way. But yeah, we just both like kind of just like choked back and forth, but eventually it just looked normal like in game. I just set up Tailwind, he killed me, like nothing crazy happened. But we had moves that could have been a little different, so it definitely could have played out differently. But I had to hit a Fire Blast. I had to hit 2 Fire Blasts because so one reason I did Shadow Sneak is I thought it put it in range of Earthquake from Heatran, and I didn't bother to calc it. And it looked like it could have been a roll, but I just didn't want to risk it, so I just clicked Fire Blast and I hit, thankfully, and then I clicked on Lucario. Thankfully I hit it again, so I was able to win. Very close, but it was a really good game though, even though there were some questionable plays on both sides, but still a good game. All right.
Nice. So this was just a nice win for you. What about you, Chimp? You also got a win too, it seems.
Oh, is this the is this the spec?
Yeah,
It's another
it's tough.
match here.
I had people over, so I couldn't play on Showdown. I mean, I couldn't play on Wi-Fi, and he didn't want to play on Wi-Fi either, so we played on Showdown. I don't think the league mattered for me because I was already in playoffs.
I think so.
Or maybe this was the one where it mattered and I needed just one win. But I brought Belladrum Azu, and their trio was Memento, and everything on his team is O-code by Azu outside of like super fast Tangrowth, which I can't Alka Jet because it can just live. So I could have won this game very, very early because he has nothing for a Belladrum Azu, but I just wanted to, just do my thing, play meticulously. And I had a Kyurem against Krognall, and he thought that Freeze Drive was super effective against Kyurem because he thought Ice didn't resist Ice, or he thought that Kyurem was just a Dragon type. So he made a Ravison play, and I just killed his Krognall, which didn't really matter to me because everything on my team beats Krognall anyway. And then there's another very important turn where I went to Doug Trio, and he had a Channeler out,
Yeah.
and he didn't switch.
He thought he was
Even though
trapped.
it's a
'Cause
ghost
he
type,
thought
you
he
can
was
switch out of that. And if he went for sub, I lost the game because he had sub on it,
Mm-hmm.
and my Azu cannot beat Chandler because it had energy blow. But thankfully, he just went for an attack, and I set up a belly drum, and he switched to Tangrowth, and I hit player of once, and I won.
Good job. Good.
Nice,
I guess.
nice.
Good
Yeah.
job. Like whatever.
I guess, yeah.
And then we got Emvee against. Why are you not the last one this time? What?
Am I not?
Where are
am
you?
I? Oh, I'm right. I'm
Oh, I
right.
see it. I see
Right
it.
above the last one on the
Destroy-
left
destroy
side.
steel links, okay.
Oh, this is a cool game.
This is actually a pretty cool game. He brought some interesting mons. I think I led with I led with Lando. I had like nice Scarf Lando, and he actually led with Dust Noir, and I was like, okay, this is an interesting Pokemon here. So I had a feeling he'd have like Earthquake, Thunder Punch, maybe Ice Punch or something, maybe Wisp or something like that. So like I U-turned out, went to Empoleon, and he actually went for Wisp, so it wasn't too big of an issue. I think I got Rocks up at this point, or I went for Scald or something. I don't remember what I did, but.
All I remember is that
happened. I
you
don't remember
stomped
this
all
game.
over
Oh,
him. That's all
oh,
I
I remember
remember.
this game. He had Belly Drum Smeargle. Okay, like
Oh,
basically
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
Smeargle was Belly Drum. He went for Belly Drum on my Empoleon. I killed that.
Yeah, you just died.
And yeah,
I
his
just
Serena
remember the
was
fire
Choice
blade,
Scarf. It
dude.
didn't have Rapid Spin, so my rocks were like there for the entire game. They were there. Oh, I had some very fun maneuvers with Cobalion.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Good
I had to
job.
like I had to play around Cobalion. I wasn't sure what set he was. He was Stealth Rocks, right? But so I had gone into Empoleon. He had switched out into his Cobalion when I get up rocks, I think. And then I switched to Pelipper, expecting him to go for HPI or something on Lando. So he set up rocks. So I was like, okay, this thing is probably like some pivot Volt Switch set. And then I went to Lando after that. He went for Volt Switch. I went for U-turn into Magnezone. He went for HP Ice. I was also Scarf Mag too, so I had double Scarf. I went for Volt Switch, and I went back to Lando. He went for Volt Switch.
Oh my god! Just
And
turn
then
the
and then I
DS
clicked
off, dude.
Superpower, expecting his Shucka Berry, and I knocked it out.
That's
so it's a
so
pretty fun game.
disgusting. Just, I'm sorry, Crimson, you gotta turn the DS off, bro. That's it. I would have turned it off.
Like I brought Pelipper, Bandit, Kingdra, but I didn't even bring Kingdra out once.
Oh my god. Oh my. Good. Another demolishing standard. All right. Okay. Let me fix. Maybe if I do this. Oh, that's weird.
Okay, so what you could do is like click the
No,
tab
yeah,
on your
I
keyboard
fixed it.
from.
I fixed it.
Oh,
Whatever, Gator. This is whatever.
Okay. Week 11.
Ooh, this is a fun one. Look at this
Why
game.
is this all over the place? Where is?
Let's just go week 11.
Okay, I see Envy's. Oh yeah, this is one I played. I played you this week. All right, Envy, you can go first. Okay, I see yours first. Oh yeah, Envy lost. Envy got crushed. There we go.
Okay. Let me explain myself here. So I had a really good idea that I wanted to bring, but like I didn't want to bring it versus him because I had a feeling I'd face him in playoffs. So I wanted to bring it in case I had to face him in playoffs. So I just brought some like really bad screens team with like he basically brought like sub on like 3 of his mons, and my Cresselia had no attacking moves because it was light screen, reflect, magic coat, and lunar dance, and he just set up subs so I couldn't really play around it because he just kept subbing up every time Crest was in, and
So you got
that's
dumpstered?
pretty much what happened.
You got crushed. GG easy. That was
I got
GG
crushed
easy?
again, dude. I brought a bad team. Like I'll reveal now what I wanted to bring versus him. Like it would have been so good if I had to face him in the playoffs because I knew exactly what I wanted to bring.
What were you going?
I was gonna bring like of course Pursuit Trapping Muck and or knock off Muck and Magnezone to trap Skarmory and get rid of Shed Shell and stuff, and then Agility and Polion with like Flash Cannon, Earthquake, and something else that would have actually like destroyed his team. Like oh yeah, and Grass Knot because that 2-hit KO'd Milotic.
Ooh, fire.
I was gonna bring that dude. It was gonna be so fun if I
Wait,
faced him like again.
he
But I
got-
didn't want to
he
like
got
reveal
knocked
my
out, right?
hand this week, so I just sacked the game and like so that I could make sure that he was in playoffs.
Yeah, you still got crushed. Okay.
Yeah.
Still got crushed. All right, now someone else who got destroyed, like completely demolished, like not even a close game at all. Where is this game? Oh, there's the first one. Wait, why didn't I see that first? That's weird.
Oh, there's no scores. Hello.
Yeah, you do. Okay, look, just look at the heat trend. You don't need a score for this game. You see the heat trend? This is all you need to see, bro. All right, so going up against Chimp back. We play on Showdown, right? I think yeah, this is on Showdown. I brought Scarf Trant, and Chimp played like an idiot and let his Azu take 5 million damage, to where I could just click fire attack over and over and over and over, and it felt so good. It felt so good to just spam fire attack on him and watch all. I think what it killed your Azu, and then it killed your it killed like 3 things in a row at 3 turns. Fuck, what was it? It killed.
Dude, wait, how did he get 5 kills? Hello?
Okay, so it was like Azu against Ferrothorn, and like there was like a knockoff sequence where it just took a bunch of damage. I think I knocked his off too or something, but like Scarftran, it was in range of Scarftran, so it just died. 3 things died. I forgot something else. I think the fortress, was it the fortress? Maybe it was the fortress. Azu and Kiram like all died in a row, and then he didn't realize I was Scarf until the Kiram died. And then in the end, I had to sack something, and then Heatran just came back out and just took care of the business. And thankfully, I don't think I missed like damage. Like Fire Blast was on my side.
Yeah.
I don't think I brought anything too great. I had HP Fire on my Mammo trying to do some hidden tech, but that didn't work out at all. We don't need that. We don't need a hidden tech. We just got a Heatran. Jump out, you quiet over there, bro. You good? You good, dude?
I mean, I was already in playoffs. So
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why. That's what happened. That's what
just
happened.
doing it. Just doing
I was in
it,
playoffs since like what, week 6 or 7, right?
All right, dude. No one's in playoffs week 6.
I mean, when you're playing Magnitude twice a year, you're
Oh
gonna be...
shit!
Ooh.
I haven't called out anybody. Okay,
I'm just saying, dude.
Okay, wait. This is an interesting fact. So both of y'all lost week 1, and then both of y'all lost this week as well, week 11. Interesting.
Another interesting thing is that whenever Magnitude won, I lost. Look at the scores, dude. Like the week where he won is the week that I lost for both times.
So
Interesting.
he could have potentially beat you 1-on-1.
Interesting. Interesting
Right?
indeed.
Every time you lost, you won. Every time you won, you lost. Think about it.
Are
Let's treat
all
it
the
that
week
way.
12? Okay, so week 12 I didn't play. We just
Oh yeah,
didn't play.
Oh, that's why there's no score. That's why I looked over there.
We just both took a L. Chimp Pack played A Drive. It wasn't this baby
Dude,
pack.
he got bodied by Kid Chimp.
I didn't play.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, Kid Chimp
Me
played.
and Gator both took the day off.
Are you?
This is the week where A-Drive's pride just shattered and then he left.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be me and my nephew versus A-Drive and his wife. I thought it would have been pretty cool, but his wife didn't come home yet or something, or maybe it was, I don't know. She wasn't there, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, because his wife did, because he didn't want to lose the baby Chimp.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Whatever. It is a meme game. Anything else to say about
He
it?
didn't care. I didn't care.
Yeah.
His wife must have been praying for his downfall, so she didn't show up.
And then Emvee, is this another meme game? You got another sweep. Is there anything special about this?
Wait, who did I play this week?
Callum, I see Kubutas got 5 kills. Is there anything special about
Oh
this
yeah,
game?
dude. Okay, so it was just another classic Rain versus Sand.
the L
This time, like, I
classic
think T-Tar died pretty early, and then I just brought in, yeah, I just swept with Kabutops. I just literally killed Pokemon after Pokemon.
Just another sweep. All right. So we went over all the weeks. Let's go over the playoffs real quick. All right. So round 1.
Where's the playoffs tab?
Is there a playoffs tab?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah,
there's like
I mean,
4 playoff
yeah,
games.
it's whatever. I'm gonna go back to the main page. Just look at the main page.
Yeah.
So round 1, you see the playoff seeding. I had to play against George. Last time I beat him with Specs Lottie, mainly Specs Lottie and Assault Vest Mamoswine. I didn't bring Assault Vest this time. I want to look at his team real quick. I spent a good amount of time on. I think I spent more time on the playoff one than the regular season one. I guess it's just normal. Where is it? So I looked through a couple of his team builders, and this dude likes to bring berries on a whole bunch of mons like every week. Like every single week, he just brings berries on his Pokemon. If you look, it's actually disgusting, his team composition, because if you look at his typings, he has 8 Pokemon out of his 11 that are just a single type. Just one single type. So he can just like berry stack on his, which he's done multiple times. So what did I bring? I brought Unnerve Galvantula because I know he likes to bring berries. And I brought Focus Sash Mammo this time. I forgot. There was a I was going to bring Assault Vest. I forgot the reason I decided to bring Focus Sash this time. But the main thing that I brought, which I thought was my ace in the hole that was going to win me the game, was my Z Safeguard Lottie. Because I knew he was going to bring something for the Lottie. Something. Maybe it would be the Togekiss again, but maybe it'd have Heal Bell or something. Or it's going to be Registeel or like Assault Vest Drapion. He was going to bring something for it. It ended up being Registeel. And this is the part that got me a little bit upset, because his Registeel set basically couldn't touch the Lottie outside of either set using a 2-turn combo of Gravity and Earthquake or just exploding. Which means if it was Specs, like it would just switch in over and over, but it can't do anything in return. Which kind of was just like whatever, because I mean, I guess it still ended up working in his favor because I brought like a setup Lottie, which he could just boom on in the end of the game. But the Lottie set I thought was pretty cool, because when you Z Safeguard, you get +1 speed, and if the Registeel has like Toxic or Thunder Wave or if he had gravity. I thought his last move was gonna be like Zap Cannon, because he showed gravity. So I thought it'd be nice against stuff like that, but it just ended up being Boom. So the +1 speed didn't matter. Also, he crit my Heatran with Scald, which kind of sucked because I might have been able to get Rocks up that game. And if I got Rocks up, I might have not played around with getting up 2 Calm Minds. Because the reason I Calm Minded twice against a Registeel instead of like roosting was mainly because I think it's just easier to set up on Registeel without Boom instead of a Miss Mages. So I tried to get 2 Calm Minds up, but he ended up booming out. I don't know if I could have lived an explosion from full plus Shadow Sneak. I think he has some attack investment in it, so if that's the case, then none of it matters. But yeah, I guess he just had the good sets. Yeah, I think he had Scald on his Mew and some crap like that too. Just disgusting. He had the correct sets, and he brought like offensive. He just brought stuff that I wasn't expecting at all. I was expecting like max defense Suicune and a Registeel that had like status or something to touch Lottie with that wasn't explosion, like stuff like that. But George, he's a champion for a reason. He's a champion for a reason. What can I say? All right. Chimp, you want to go next? Who's going next?
Alright, so I'm gonna guess
take it
Matsui. Brought really solid squad, very consistent. Let me just go to my team. So I remember what I brought. I brought Thundurus with the Yache Berry. He leads out with Greninja, and it's great because he's either going for Dark Pulse or Ice Beam, and the only way he can kill me is with an Ice Beam Freeze. So I just go for a Volt Switch and I knock him out, and he does 50% to me. And I believe I Volt Switch out. I don't remember what I Volt Switch out to. Probably Kyurem. Yeah, I think it was Kyurem. He goes up to Florges, and he outspeeds me and goes for Moonblast. I don't have max speed on it, but I have a lot of speed on it, so I know that he's plus speed nature or Scarf. And if I was actually careful nature instead of calm, I had not a high chance to kill it, but a decent chance to kill it. He brings me down really low. I bring him down really low. Then I switch out to Volcanion and I burn his Milk Tank with Steam Eruption or Flamethrower, and then or something. I don't know. I don't remember this game that much. All I remember is that he got a Stealth Rock. He has a Scarf Florges. I go out to Fortress. He crits my Fortress with Scald, and I lose the game because everything on my team, everything on my team had recovery. Or no, my Kyurem had recovery, and it could 1v1 its entire team. Outside of the fact that Stealth Rock or up, so it was pressured by everything. So I wasn't able to roost at all because the rocks are still there.
6.25%, man. 6.25%. GG, you got demolished.
Yeah,
okay, you got demolished.
Destroyed.
I mean, I got destroyed too. Whatever. All right, and you want to go through all your playoff games, Emvee? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I could do that, sure.
All right.
So
you play
my first playoff game was versus Tom. Once again, he made it to the playoffs. Congratulations to him. His team was really weird. He brought 0 water resist, so if I actually brought rain, then that would have been good. I brought a team that was like weatherless, just a nice. I think it was pretty much the team from the prior week, like same like 6 months, or I think it was the same 6 months that I brought versus him the first time I played actually. Yeah, wait a second.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
I think it was. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, same 6 months that I brought versus him. He brought a team that was. If I brought rain, then like I would have just had to surf 6 times and I would have won. But yeah, I go for knockoff turn 1. I remember he like leads off with he leads off with Landorus and Thundurus. We do the same thing again, square off again. I switched into Muck. He went for knockoff, so like he knocked off, then he Volt Switched, so he's not scarfed. He's not like some setup set, so I know like I don't have to worry about that Thundurus. So I'm able to like knock off his Zygarde because apparently that's his only knockoff switch in. He had Celesteela, Thundurus, Nidoqueen, Zelf, Darmanitan, and Zygarde, and no knockoff switch-ins, no water switch-ins, so I'm able to knock that off. He brings some like sub-toxic set, I think, with Zygarde.
What the heck?
He went for sub, and then I dodged a toxic, which I think in his video he was like, oh, that mattered, like that really mattered and stuff, and then I was just like, no, dude, I have a Lumberry, and then yeah.
He thought that was
maybe he didn't say
Zygarde
that. I think
50%.
no, he said something like last time he played, maybe, I don't know. But yes, I think so. Dude, I saw some comments about a toxic mist, dude. I swear to God, like I saw somebody say something about a toxic mist. I'm like, no, I'm Lumberry.
Oh.
All right, don't ever forget that. I got up rocks at some point in the game. He does not have the hazard control. I think like on his team, his hazard control mons was Shiftry and Hitmonlee, so he didn't really bring hazard control versus me at all at any point during the season. Basically, I weaken a lot of his team, I think, with I think Virizion didn't put in much work this time. Like last time it swept him, this time he was a little bit more prepared for Virizion. He got some good damage off on like Celesteela and stuff. I was able to get up rocks, and I kept rocks away from my side. I don't recall him setting up rocks with anything. His Zelf was Choice Scarf. His Darmanitan was Choice Scarf. So that his Darmanitan actually was able to I think kill my Virizion, and as well as my Empoleon, I think, as well. And then a Zelf Ice Punch froze my Muck, which was kind of annoying. But I ended up sweeping or cleaning in the end with Dragonite. Set up a Dragon Dance, and I just knocked out his Darmanitan, his Zelf, and Zygarde, and Nidoqueen. And I also knocked out his Celesteela. So like, the Dragonite got 5 kills in this game, I think.
Oh my god. It must be nice. Dude.
That was a pretty fun one.
D plus draft, huh? D plus everybody? Really?
D plus draft, moving on to semifinals now. So unfortunately, Gator and Chimp weren't this far. So next time maybe. Chimp has not been able to break the quarterfinals run. So hopefully, Chimp, what do you got to say about that?
I mean, if people keep freezing me and critting me, like there's, I mean, how many times did people crit or freeze you, dude?
Yeah.
Every time there's like, oh my god, dude, if you hit the toxic on Emvee, you would have won. It's never, oh my god, Emvee, you got the toxic to win the game. It's never the other way. It's always, oh my god, Emvee, you got so lucky. Yeah, what's up? Whatever.
Dude, people know me, man. People know me. They already know what I'm about. So they don't come after me. It's only the people that try to destroy me. Anyways.
All right.
Moving on to the next one, we faced
Francisco,
Gio. So Gio actually won versus John. So I was gonna face one or the other, and I ended up facing Gio, which was cool because I was pretty confident versus both of their teams. Like if I had to face John, then that match, like I was pretty confident about what to bring then. And if I faced Gio, like I felt like I was pretty good versus his team. But he brings some threats. Like I think the last time we faced, my biggest threats were the Conkeldurr and the Rhyperior. He brought those two Pokemon. That was pretty cool. And then he brought his Ditto, but like I came prepared with a Fly Dragonite. And you already know, like if he's Choice Scarf Ditto, like my Fly goes after him, so I'll be able to hit my Flies while he can't. So my Dragonite was kind of a counter set to that. In this game, it was pretty close. Actually, it was really close. Wow, yeah. I'm looking at it right now. So I remember him leading off with like Bronzong once again. He was able to get up rocks on me as I was able to Pursuit Trap his Bronzong. He had a Grass Berry on Rhyperior, so I went for Energy Ball. I brought Offensive Crest, and Energy Ball, that Rhyperior ate it up, and he killed me with Mega Horn. So that was actually pretty fun to see.
Good tech.
It was pretty good tech. And then I ended up knocking out Rhyperior later with Virizion. He goes to Conk here. I stack Muck so that I could try to bring in D-Knight. And he breaks my multi-skill with Mach Punch, which is pretty smart because I was able to defog rocks at some point in the game. Then he goes into Tapu Fini. I go to Empoleon. I stack Empoleon here, and I weaken Tapu Fini to the point where Dragonite can knock it out. So then I go here to Virizion, which is Calm Mind, and he's actually a Scarf Man. So Mence is a Z move user, and he's actually Scarf Mence, but he's not able to knock out Virizion. I knock out Virizion, and then he goes into Ditto, which knocks out Virizion, and I'm able to live HP Ice with D-Knight after multi-skill broke, and I'm faster than Fini, so I knock it out with Thunder Punch.
That was close, dude.
That was what we call a nail biter.
Gio's a threat.
It was a nail biter of a game. Yep.
He is a threat. Plain and simple.
Yeah. And there was no hacks that happened in that game either, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
Emvee played 2 threats this season, Gio and you.
Oh my god. You can't do that.
Jim was throwing more shade at you.
I'm just saying.
Okay, and then we got the grand finale.
There's different levels of threats. And Gio and I want to say George. I want to say George, but I'm thinking Gator. George is a threat too. George, Gio, Gator.
All the G's, dude.
Yeah.
All the G's, dude.
That's just how it is. You gotta be a G. If you ain't a G, you ain't nothing.
All right. That's what I'm saying. We got the finals match here now. Now this was even more of a nail biter than you can imagine. So basically I brought Rain versus his team. I could have sworn he'd bring like Registeel or Togekiss. Like if I actually brought, I don't know how these people.
I thought too. I thought, hey dude, I have a Cure Black. I have a Thundurus. Maybe you should bring this Registeel. Nope, no Registeel.
Like, I don't even know, man. Like people just bring like what they like. I feel like I don't even know how he knew that I wouldn't bring D-Knight. But if I actually brought like D-Knight and like a Kingdra set that actually was good versus him, it probably would have like overwhelmed him or something. But yeah, he had no Dragon Resist on his team, no Dragon Immunities on his team. that he brought, and his only ground switch in was like Superior, and I guess also Suicune since it's bulky. Yeah, so basically I had Rain. I brought a Rain team versus him because I wanted to end the season off with Rain because that's kind of what I drafted. Didn't want to like go the season without bringing Rain in the finals. So yeah, I dodge a Toxic on Suicune at one point in the game as I go for U-turn, which people were like pointing out. It doesn't really matter like as I didn't really stand or anything. I was just going for U-turn and switching out. There was a point in the game where he got scared and thought I was like D-Dance Kingdra, which is pretty fun. But I was actually Focus Energy, and he brings in Assault Vest Drapion, and it's Battle Armor, and he didn't even know that like the crit would stop. He thought he got unlucky, I think, because of Sniper Kingdra like not being able to crit Battle Armor. And then he was like, "Oh wow, yeah, I prepped that pretty well, didn't I?"
Yeah.
So yeah, basically Kingdra, I saved Kingdra like for a little bit in the game to see if I can, I guess, use it. But then he gets up rocks, I get up rocks. I'm able to do some good work. I bring Banded Virizion, that puts in some good work. And then yeah, I'm trying to like, so I'm playing this game like to the best of my like ability. I'm making like the most optimal plays based on what I think his set is. So I'm preserving like Virizion, and then I'm preserving my Pelipper towards the end because like towards the end he has Entei, Suicune, and Superior, and I'm able to knock out the Entei, so like that's not really a threat anymore. He brings in Superior, I think after that, kills Kabutops, and then I bring Virizion, he switches out to Suicune, and I'm able to knock out Suicune, and then he whips out Aerial Ace on Superior. I was pretty surprised about that. That was pretty cool. He switched out though of +2 Superior. Like I don't even know why, because the roll, I think he probably miscalculated it, but he probably would have been able to knock out Virizion either way with Aerial Ace, even if I was not at -1 after close combat. But he sacked Suicune so that he could guarantee the kill. But at that point, I was Spidef Pelipper, and I brought it in, and then I would have like I'm 100% guaranteed to live a Leaf Storm from him, and yeah, I got crit.
Lol, Pokemon, gotta catch them all, Pokemon.
I don't understand. What was his Virizion set then?
What you mean is
Leaf Storm?
Superior?
Yeah, Superior.
It was
Superior.
yeah, like I think it was Leaf Storm, Aerial Ace. I'm about to look at his video right now. Let me see.
Because like, what hidden power would you run?
Oh, he was HP ground.
Oh, okay. For the
He was HP
okay.
ground so that he could hit the Muck and Magnezone and stuff.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. I was confused.
Oh, he was
like,
yeah.
Yeah, because like, why not just run HG Electric? But yeah, like, you have a Magnezone and yeah, makes sense.
And a Muck, yeah. So he was Leaf Storm, HP ground, Aerial Ace, and Dragon Pulse.
Oh, that's like the same set
He was
brought against
Assault
me,
Vest Superior.
except he had Glare instead of Aerial. I actually thought he was gonna run Aerial Ace against me because I had a Heracross, but I guess Glare is, Glare is Glare. Yeah, can't go wrong with nice Glare.
Yeah, dude. Like I probably should have won this game, but like it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have knocked him out for you, bro, but I can't play around the gravity explosion Regis. I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so
He has some decent prep.
this will be it for the week. Is there anything overall that we should talk about? Let me go back to the main page.
I think maybe let's talk about let's just like real quick, I guess briefly talk about how we felt about our drafts. Like, do we like our Pokemon?
that's
What would
true.
we do differently? Maybe.
What order are we going? I'll just go. I'm just first.
We can go like same order. So Gator first.
Yeah, okay. Let me see my.
Since
draft.
you're new to the GBA and stuff, and this is your first time.
Yeah. So, actually, I remember me and Chimp were like, well, I was doing some calculating, and I saw that my schedule compared to like all the other people that made playoffs was super hard. I think I had like the hardest schedule, like one of the hardest schedules in the whole league. Like, cause my two out of
play me
conference.
twice is gonna be hard.
Yeah, when like Chimp, of course, his record's like ridiculous. I had to play him twice. I had to play Emvee and George, no, Emvee and Geo for my out of conference games, and those were like the two semifinalists. So like every opponent I played basically was, I don't feel like there was a single. Okay, I'm not gonna call like okay, I'm sorry, Tough. You were basically a free win when you sacked Nidoking. Like the second the Nidoking died, it was a free win. But besides that, I don't think any of these games were easy. I don't think a single game was easy. The games against A-Drive were like my hardest games. I don't know what it was, but like he would like always just have my number because just some bullshit happening in the game. The other games or whatever, draft wise,
I think it's like really matchup based, probably.
yeah, like okay, I think he could have. I don't know why he didn't bring Mental Herb Haxers at all. Like I don't know if he thought like it just didn't. Maybe he never thought.
No,
of
it's because I didn't tell him.
Because it actually just destroyed. I'm looking at my roster right now. There's nothing on this. Okay, well maybe Ferrothorn, but you could just run superpower.
The thing is, you have to think about it too. Like mental orb, that's not something that's intuitive. Like you have to like really focus. Like okay, this can really do something.
I mean,
right?
you just look at it like, okay, I have a DD Hazard, right? Like, what's gonna stop it on this dude's team? It's not Pikamuku. It's only Whimsicott, and that's only because it can go for Encore or something.
But like most of the people in the league, like they just think like, oh, okay, what kind of coverage beats this Pokemon, or like what set do I run that can do well versus it? Not like what can
like
stop
what
this
can
set.
what can outspeed my Haxorus? What can
Yeah, like people don't think like that deep. Like they sort of just think, okay, so what can I do to kill this, or what can I do to kill that? They don't think like, oh, what can I run that can prevent this Pokemon or something from stopping me, you know?
No, you're right. Because like week 3 when he won, he brought like Scarf, and I think at that time I still had the Blade and Whimsicott, which like caught me off guard a lot. But I mean, he won, so we can't say much. But draft wise, so before the GBA, I did the March Madness thing that Chimp like forced me to join pretty much. But it was an interesting experience, team building in like 5 minutes. But
hey man, you gotta get an internship.
Okay, dude. You're not gonna do some bullshit analogy. No. But in that draft, I drafted Latios and Heatran my first 2 picks, so I just did something that I was comfortable with, and then after that, I like got a little meme with it with the Mamo and the Pikamuku. I don't think there's anything crazy. I don't know. People didn't like my draft, right? I was one of the lower rated drafts. People were saying like my stuff is like really linear. I don't see why that's a bad thing in Pokemon. Like I understand like versatility is good. That doesn't mean like, because if like you have a versatile mon like Rotom, like right, like Rotom, it can do a whole bunch of different crap and stuff, but it can't do anything like amazingly. It can't do anything amazingly. When you look at something like Mamoswine and Diggersby, it does stuff like amazingly on like uber level chart. Like what's switching into these mons, right? Like nothing switches into stuff like that. So I don't really understand the whole linear thing, because like it's stuff that you can almost like not prep for anyway. You kind of just get overpowered. Unless you have like specific mons.
Yeah, like Volcanic literally clicks fire and water moves, and you can't do anything about it.
Unless you have like an immunity or something, and then you just like you can run hidden.
Like even if Pokemon are like more linear than others, it just depends. Like if they're like actually really good versus like all the other Pokemon like in the meta, like that's itself is just, you know, it can just overwhelm someone that doesn't like if it has like very limited counters, I guess.
Yeah. But I still
like
got.
If Arceus only had one set that was Swords Dance Extreme Speed, it doesn't matter what other set you run, because Swords Dance Extreme Speed is still broken.
Yeah, it's broken. it's broken. And like Mammo's ground plus ice coverage is basically broken. Like there's there's like no switches. Besides Buzzwole, I guess, and freaking Golisopod, but whatever. Pikamuku, it did a lot this season. It did a lot. People were like laughing at it when I knew, like when Sun and Moon came out, I knew this mon was a good utility mon. I did get concerned several weeks while team building that someone would run taunt. I don't think Pikamuku got taunted one time the whole entire season. No. Which I think is kind of disappointing, because I don't think anyone saw it as a threat. But in some games, it actually like carried the game. Like against Duncan, it just sat there and just baton passed and walled like half his team. So I think Pikamuku is actually
against me. You got that screen up, which was like clutch, because I had an HP Flying Landorus, which would have 2 KO.
Yeah, so like in instances like that, like it's a really good utility mon. Like sure, that's all it does, but it does it so well. It can be stopped because it's taunt though, but hey, it didn't get taunted. I did do like a trade thingy. I got rid of Heracross because it was kind of redundant, because I had too many hard hitters at the same speed with Diggersby, Mamo, and even Heatran, and then I added Heracross. It was just too much. So I think I got I then dropped Kamala, because Kamala's ass. It's just bad. But I picked up Blastoise, which I never used, and then I picked up Ferrothorn, which actually came in clutch against like Lars. Halucha's garbage. Don't do it. I mean, it beat Emvee. The only reason Halucha did damage against Emvee was because it's adamant nature. That's the only reason. Like again, every other time I brought it, it was Jolly, and it never killed anything, which is unfortunate. Is there anything else to say about it? I mean, Heatran did. Yeah, Heatran's ranked number 2 in the kill lead. Thank you, Chimp. Thank you for that number 2 spot. We take that number 2 spot.
No problem. Happy to donate to the itzGator fund.
And then.
So you think you'd draft any of those like next season, or do you think maybe you'd probably go for like a different approach?
I'd hope to keep the meme squad alive. I'd probably get Mamo and Puku again, just for the sake of like novelty.
Yeah,
all I'm saying is next season you better catch me. I'm catching Togekiss.
Okay, dude, you're not gonna do
next season. I'm not. If someone hacks me, I'll be like, all right, whatever, bro, whatever. You hacked me, you hacked me.
One thing I won't take again.
You hacked him? I don't care. I don't care anymore.
One thing I won't take again is Galvantula.
Catch me with the
I don't think Galvantula did anything this season. Like I don't think I ever got up webs. Maybe I did, but I don't feel like webs ever won me a game. Which is weird when I have stuff like Heatran, Diggersby, and Mamo. But I don't think did I ever get webs up this season and kept them up? I don't actually know if I did.
Nope.
So, I mean, it's whatever. I guess just the threat of it being there is something. But more often than not, I just use Galvantula as just a pivot than setting up webs. So I probably won't
I
take
know
something
you
like
right
that
now.
again.
Webs is dangerous. Webs is one of the most powerful hazards right now.
I mean, I guess, but they see it on your team. That's the thing. Like, I know you're memeing, but yeah.
They see it and they just
no. Webs is really
No,
good.
I know. I thought you were memeing because like, it's the difference between like randomly encountering it on like ladder and shit, and then like prepping against it.
Yeah.
So maybe it affected a lot of people's prep that I'm not realizing. So maybe it did more like behind the scenes sort of thing. I'm not sure about that. Whimsicott. There's a lot of times where it just fell over and it did nothing the whole entire game. But sometimes it came in clutch, right? Like the Tailwind did and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything crazy. MVP is a heat trap because like I know like some people are hating like, oh, there's 4 times resist. It's garbage. It's not gonna do anything. It carried the team. Like it just sold. Like I think it's the best one of the best stealth rockers in the game, hands down. And getting up stealth rock in 2017 is like, you know, GG. Like if I won a game, it's because I got up stealth rock. So
and pretty like every playoff game like was stealth rock decided, right?
Pretty much. I think all my games were pretty much stealth rock decided to an extent. I don't have anything else to really say about the draft. The blade came in clutch a couple times. I mean, it's whatever. I think I liked it. I would draft a similar thing if I could in the future. Like it's a pretty offensive team with some pivots and like a couple. Like even Ferrothorn on this team was used for pivoting purposes. It wasn't sit there to like stall everything. And I'm not gonna play like a super slow. I'm not the type to play like a really slow like bulkier team like some of the others. But I think it was good. I don't think it was a C or whatever they gave it. I'd give it like a solid B. I think it was a solid B. All right. Let's go on.
Right, what about you, Chimp?
Let's go on Chimpax. Let's see what Chimpax got.
All right, my team was boring.
Yeah, it's actually boring as shit. Dude, you have so many legendaries. It's overpowered, bro. It's overpowered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Thunders is really fun to use. Like here in Black is like so annoying because like it's always like bulky and it's like 3 attacks and it's like they always prep for it and it's like whatever. Azu, I really like Azu. Really fun to use. The Fortress is never fun to use. Like you're forced to wrap spin on it. You're stealth rock spikes. Like I really wanted to use stealth rock spike explosion, and I never got an opportunity to do that. Volcanion is fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to quick steam eruption. That was fun.
Dude, I love Azu. Like,
Volcanion,
you could actually do like so much with Azu. Like you could put like Sap Zipper. You could do. I don't know if did you ever bring Sap Zipper?
Yeah, I brought Sap Zipper against George. He didn't bring Superior, whatever, dude. Volcanion Azu is really fun because like you just weaken everything and then just set up Belgian Azu and you win. Savali was cool. I brought it 3 times. No, I brought it twice. Okay, I brought it twice, and both times did I lose both?
No, you brought it against me. You won. So.
I brought it 3 times, and I won once.
Yeah, why does it only say gameplay twice on the thing? What is this?
Because I brought it against playoffs.
Oh,
I definitely think Dotrio is one of your MVPs as well.
Yeah, Dotrio is fun to use. Zorak, when I like this season was getting really boring. I was like, you know what's gonna mix it up? Nice Zorak. Zorak was fun.
Oh yeah, you
use.
dropped
I brought
stuff.
it
You
6
dropped
times.
what, Aloe and Claydol or something?
Yeah, I got rid of Claydol, Aloe, and Rotom, and I got.
And you got Decidueye, Zoroark, and
Kofax. You had a Rotom?
Yeah. I had a Rotom, yeah.
Rotom in the cut. You ain't in the cut, bro. You ain't in the cut.
We in the cut.
All right. Is there anything that you would like not want to pick again?
Yeah, I'm not picking Sherm again. I'm not gonna pick Kofax again because.
What? I thought you loved Kofax.
I love Kofax, but like it's whatever. Like it's. I'm not gonna pick it again.
Dang.
Zorak I'm gonna pick again. Zorak I'm gonna pick again. That's fun. Volcano I'm gonna pick again. That's fun. Oz I'm gonna pick again. That's fun. Thunders is so fun. Just move everything.
That's fun, dude. You think that's fun?
That's fun.
You just like clicking buttons, bro.
Killing Rotharies, killing Lucarios.
Okay.
Killing everything.
I see you.
Did I use Z move against you? I don't think I did.
No. Your Thunders exploded against me. So.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Gligar is cool, but it's too. Dugtrio I'd draft again, but I think that's the reason why people didn't draft Dugtrio is because it was free draft. People didn't think Dugtrio was that good.
Yeah, next time it's gonna be a tiering thing.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how that stuff works because drafting noob over here. That'll be weird.
That should be more fun because I think now we'll be able to like use more unique Pokemon, like lower tier ones. We'll be forced to like mix our team up instead of all these like power squads.
0 points or whatever that shit is. Go and snatch that up. Go snatch it up.
Yeah.
Anything else with your thing, Chimpack? Anything else? Anything bad? Anything great? Anything you loved? Anything? Nothing?
Freaking love Azu. Love Zoroark.
That's it.
Baby Chimp played Zoroark also perfectly.
Oh yeah, Baby Chimp is better than you. He's way better than you.
Just want to know.
Get Baby Chimp in the GBA, please. Just Chimp out, just drop
Kid
out.
Chimp, Kid
Just
Chimp.
drop
Don't
out.
confuse Kid Chimp with Baby Chimp. That's what I do many times.
Oh shoot, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Yeah. So Chimpac's draft. I think he got an A. You got an A like originally, right? Chimpac's draft is an F.
Somehow,
This thing is
even
an
though
F,
my
bro.
entire team was weak to Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Like your entire team's weak to Rock, and then who didn't bring? Someone like didn't. What was it?
What?
Oh yeah, Adra didn't bring Tarak, right? And your
Oh, yeah.
entire team was weak to Rock.
It was weak to Rock.
Pretty much. Like your entire whole team was weak to Rock. I don't know. I mean that game was unfortunate for him anyway, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got the D plus or D minus, whatever this shit is. Where
What's popping, guys? You got D plus Emvee here with the draft that we got to the finals and we almost won.
All right, what do you think of your draft?
So in comparison to last season's draft, like last season, I literally picked random mons. Like I'm not even kidding, dude. I just picked random mons last season. I thought like I just picked ones that I thought would be fun and it would look cool. This time I actually kind of went in with more of like a game plan, I guess, in a sense, since I wanted to draft like this was keep in mind this was the beginning of Sun and Moon, so I didn't even like really fully understand what was good and stuff. So I just wanted to bring like Rain because I figured that'd be pretty cool because Pelipper was getting a lot of light and it was like the new sort of bird as they call it.
Right.
I just picked Landers first. I remember like I wanted to pick Landers because I remember how Z move Lando was just extremely busted back, especially back then. I think now it's like more sort of controlled, I guess, since I don't know, like on the ladder I don't see it as often, or I see like sometimes, but it's not like
That's because
it's not as like
broken.
yeah, I don't know, like I was tempted to like give Lando the Z crystal, but then I felt like I'd probably bring Scarf a lot, especially versus like other teams that I'd need to outrun. I like have a fast ground type, so I figured that I'd give my Z move to Dragonite. I got some pretty good picks actually. Like
Yeah.
thinking about it right now, like I don't even know why this was the lowest ranked thing. Like the mons that I have on this team are like
These
really
are strong.
cool. Yeah.
These are strong ass mons.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why they call it. It's like
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Nice analyst.
It's their
Nice job,
opinion.
nice
It's
job,
just their
analyst.
opinion. Yeah. No. Yeah. Really nice job, dude. Nice job. You gave me a C. You gonna give this a D plus? You gonna get Chimp factor? Hey, Chimp factor?
yeah. Why'd you give me an A?
Come on now.
Like, seriously?
because you had Claydol, dude. At the time you had Claydol. And,
Teams
like,
leak
when Yando's
teams leak to all kinds of pebbles, and you give me an A.
Yeah, Landers put in a lot of work. Like Choice Scarf Landers really carried for a lot of games, or it like really forced them to play differently. Pelipper, the times that I brought Pelipper was good. It helped me when I needed it to. Other than for week 1, I got a kill on with Scarf Pelipper on one of your Pokemon Gator. Like I think it was Whimsicott maybe.
Just
It was like the only time I brought Scarf Pelipper, just for fun. Magnezone was very very useful this season, for sure. Yeah, it was mainly like the main abilities that I used were Analytic and Magnet Pull. Like those two are like just really really solid. Magnezone put a lot of work. I feel like Magnezone's a Pokemon I probably wouldn't draft it again next season because like I want like different mons, but it's like really good if you want to get it. Like if anybody wants to get
like,
it.
for this team, it's like it's good, right?
Yeah, for this team it's good. I feel like it's a Steel Electric. It traps things like Steel types. It is a good Electric type mon. Very
Nice
powerful.
Dragonite. Standard.
Yeah,
Dragonite.
so like,
or
I
even
definitely
flying spam.
I definitely recommend Magnezone.
Just get rid of stuff. Just flying spam.
D-Knight was a extremely useful mon on this team, or any team in general. I don't even know how the dude last season. I forgot who had it last season, but I remember Dragonite didn't do much, or didn't like. It didn't get far. I was happy to actually be able to use Dragonite to like. I feel like I used it to its fullest potential. Like I brought like mixed. Sometimes I brought, I brought a lot of mixed sets and I brought a lot of Dragon Dance sets. Mainly the Dragon Dance sets put in a lot of sweeping work. Mixed sets were pretty cool, but yeah, Dragonite's just a nice Pokemon. I used so I had I think I had Meloetta, and then I traded it away like mid-season.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
I basically used Alakazam half the season, and then I used Cresselia for the other half because I got kind of bored of Alakazam. Alakazam is a really really solid mon. It checks things, but like I found that I'd be bringing like Focus Sash with it really all the time because it's like its purpose is to check things, right? Like Alakazam just checks a lot of things, and it's like good and stuff. But like I don't know, I felt like I wanted to spice it up a bit, so I used Alakazam half the season. I used Cress half the season. I like Cress. It's a good Pokemon. I brought it like offensively, but
Bleh,
I feel like
Cress.
everybody's just so prepared for it. You know what I mean?
Nasty.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, everybody's so prepared for Cress, dude. Like, it's a cool Pokemon to have if you want to pick it like in a later round or something. But I don't know. I feel like most people they know how to beat Crest, but like just having it on your team forces them to prep for it, which can, I guess, sort of get their mind off of like other threats, and I guess it's a good like sort of redirection in like the mind.
Right.
Muck was okay. Let's talk about Muck here, dude.
Muck is broken. Plain and simple, is broken.
Muck is so good in this draft format. Like if anybody wants to pick Muck up, like if anybody's in a draft league right now and you see Muck, just grab that boy up right now because this Pokemon is so good.
Take it first round, dude.
Yeah, probably not first round, but like it's so good, dude. Like it eats up so many hits, it sponges hits. It's an excellent pursuit trapper, really good with knockoff. You could run with either Assault Vest Poison, like Assault Vest Poison Point or Poison Touch, or with Figgy Berry. Figgy Berry is so good, or like on this Muck set. I don't know what else to say, dude. Like this Pokemon was literally carrying,
especially
like, all
on
my
this
teams.
team where you have so many mons. You have like Volt Turn on like a whole bunch of stuff. And you just bring in Muck if they ever go into something that it can just pursue trap, and that's it.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, look at your kill, like Mag Zone 9 and Muck 10. Just your trappers just get a whole bunch of kills.
I know. It's actually so good. Yeah. So definitely like Muck is something that if it's like available to me next season, I'll probably grab it up again, but maybe not, because like I probably won't grab it up again. Everybody's gonna be seeing the same set for the next 12 weeks, so I'll probably like grab some different stuff, let someone else have a try. But like the thing with like this like draft leagues and stuff, like for 12 weeks when you're using all these mons, like you kind of know like what they do, and you kind of have like used them so much that you're one with the Pokemon. You know like all the sets they have. And it's cool. Like you learn a lot by using these mons and stuff in the league. But anyways, Empoleon, I thought like for Empoleon, I didn't really think it would do so well like with me, but like it actually was reliable, like really reliable with Stealth Rocks and Defog. Like I don't know what else to say about that. Like Empoleon is just great. Like if you want a Stealth Rock or a Defogger on one Pokemon, like definitely pick Empoleon. Like it's actually, you can run berries to weaken attacks. Like I ran for like a lot of the season, I ran Shucka and Wakan Berry, so that's a good Pokemon to use for sure. And you can even use it offensively as well. But in my opinion, it's one of the better Defogger and Stealth Rocker on the same Pokemon to get in like a draft league,
especially with the typing.
Yeah. Then I just had like some Rain Sweepers, Kingdra Kabutops, standard with Pelipper. Definitely, if you're running Rain, then you want to pick up those Pokemon. I guess you could also. I was thinking of like getting Ludicolo at some point, but I was like, nah, because I picked up Virizion. Virizion is actually a really good Pokemon. I didn't think it would do so well, man. Like, I didn't even think it would do so well.
What happened? Like, what is that? That's your kill leader. That's actually your kill leader.
It was one of my kill leaders, yeah. Like Virizion put in so much work. I guess people like it has a good speed, and because it's level 50, damage output's a little bit more, and it can set up really easily because you have access to Combine Swords, and so it sets up so easily with that nice Spit F stat. So I don't even know, man. I think like grass fighting coverage is like something that a lot of people have trouble with, because like I guess the Pokemon that sort of wall it are Amoonguss and Roserade, and that's it.
I guess flying types. That's it.
Yeah, like you have Stone Edge and stuff too. Like it's like a decently fast mon. Like it's as fast as like Keldeo and stuff. So I mean, definitely Virzion's a Pokemon that is, I don't know, maybe like so the last season I got a Keldeo, right? This season I got Virizion. Maybe next season I might grab another.
We got some foreshadowing here.
Some foreshadowing.
Okay. All right.
Don't snipe my Musketeers. Okay.
Right,
anyways.
So if you had to pick like an MVP on the team, who's like the MVP?
I can't just pick one, dude. I gotta pick like 3 MVPs.
See, no, you gotta pick one, bro. You don't have.
Okay, fine. Okay, it's gonna be Muck.
That's what I thought. That's all I wanted to hear. That's literally all I wanted to hear. Nice. I knew Muck is a tier 1 pick. All right.
The funny thing is that Muck actually, whenever I brought Muck, I won, and the games that I didn't bring Muck, I lost.
Should have brought it every single week then. Oh yeah, because you didn't bring it against me. That's right. Does it even do?
Yeah, I didn't bring it against you. I lost. I did bring it against John for the second time that we played. I lost. I didn't bring it against George. I lost.
Oh yeah, you thought I was gonna run like Earthquake or something on my lottie, right? Or something.
I thought you were gonna run like some ground EMZ, but then you brought some like like Thunder, Electric EMZ or something. I don't even know.
I brought Dragonium Z, and my only
Dragonium Z with like Thunder Combine. That's a nice counter set there.
Yeah, because at +1, I had a chance to kill Assault Vest Muck. That was the only reason that put me over the edge between. Because I was thinking of Dragon Dance or something, but I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And if I got rocks up, I think it was a guaranteed Oko or something. Whatever. Chimp left.
Wait, he just left?
Gotta go.
Was I getting too into it?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Chip
Oh, you said gotta go in the chat. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I guess we can wrap it up. I don't know what else much else there is to actually say. We went
I mean,
pretty
since we were in the season like before you were like the previous season, I guess we kind of knew how to improve for this time. But like I guess in your mind, like what do you think maybe you want to improve on for next time?
Improve on. I mean, I had fun, so that's like an important thing, right? In the earlier part of the season, I definitely wasn't used to playing on DS, and I'm still not used to playing on DS that much. So I guess that's something I should maybe try and play more DS because it's way different than playing on Showdown, like completely different. Like
For sure, yeah.
like if you want to see it, just look at how I crushed Chimp on Showdown, but then like then like I'm misclicking and misplaying all over the place on Wi-Fi.
Why do you think I played on Showdown for my last three games?
We're Showdown guys.
Yeah.
As far as drafting goes, I guess it's gonna be different. Like I can't get much, right? Because this was a free draft, and the next one's gonna be different, completely different sort of drafting. So that's gonna be weird.
Yeah, with like points and stuff, it's gonna be like you have to sort of budget your things, like your choices accordingly, and then you gotta pick mons that I don't know. I guess you gotta like plan a lot more with like a draft. You have to actually pay for mons and stuff in the thing. Like you have to plan a lot more than a free draft where you can just pick like all the best mons.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to think of like some synergies and stuff. Latios as my Z captain, I think it was a fine choice. It was the best choice on my team, just because it had a whole bunch of like utility moves it could use. Plus, they could use all the damage moves as well, and it had like because it just has a whole bunch of like coverage moves. So that was good. I mean, Heatran is still MVP. It's 100 because like we were talking earlier about versatility and just like raw linear strength. Heatran is like combined. Like it's super versatile, but at the same time, it can just mow down teams because it is super strong. And even if it's four
like,
times
don't let the
weak,
times for weakness fool everybody. Like don't let the times for weakness fool anyone. Like it's just even if it is like Heatran's a solid mon, Dragonite is a solid mon, Landorus is a solid mon. Like all these times for weak mons, dude. Like
yeah, dude, I don't know
so
what the hate is about all that. Like just it is slow, I guess, but like who gives a shit when it literally takes 5 million hits? It resists so much, and it's a fire type that's like not weak to Stealth Rock. It's like are there any what fire types are not weak to Stealth Rock?
I think Infernape, Emboar, that's it.
Yeah, there's not that many. It's a Heatran, and it's a steel type. It has flash fire. I mean, what do you want? it does.
And it gets rocks. Like,
it gets rocks. It gets taunt. It gets toxic. I wanted to bring a sub torment 1 week, but I just never found a good opportunity to bring it, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, dude, Torment China was a lot of fun back in like I think the last time I used it was like Gen 5 or something.
Yeah, last time I remember using it was like Gen 4 or 5, something like that. But yeah, as far as drafting goes, like I already explained, I think my first couple picks were good, and then it got really shady towards the middle and the end. I think I ended off nice with the Blade and Halucha, but like the middle was a complete just mess. After people,
if anyone had a shady draft, it was Chimp. Like Chimp draft was completely shady.
Oh yeah, he was whining about it the whole time. He was just complaining. Other drafts? What about other drafts? What do we got? Other drafts? Everyone drafted. I don't see anything crazy. I mean, let's see. Oh yeah, I hated George draft. I just hate it. I just hate how because I mean, I hate it in a good way. Like he drafted a nice team, I guess. I mean, he smacks berries on these things that only have one type, and then they're just gods. They don't die to anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a champion. You got all the dogs too. I think he said that he never put a Z crystal on his Mew too, which is like crazy.
They never did apparently.
That's crazy.
You should have given a Z move to like Garchomp or something.
Yeah, maybe. Monotui draft was super annoying. Like Zygarde is like really good. Same with Jirachi. He just has like really good mons that I feel like he got at lower picks. Like Greninja, which ended up destroying me.
I was kind of happier to face George instead of Monotui because like his team was. I feel like his team was more threatening with like Zygarde and Jirachi and stuff. I didn't want to get hacks. It was either facing Jirachi hacks or facing Togekiss hacks, but he didn't bring Togekiss. I was just like, okay, phew, he didn't bring it. Then yeah.
We got Crimson's whatever. He just has a whole. It's like he has like a UU team or something, but it worked out for him. So I'm happy it worked out.
Yeah, I'm just glad this season's done, dude. Like I want to get some new Pokemon. I want to stunt with like new Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
now. I want to draft
when
an entirely new team.
The next thing's gonna start because like we have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon coming out, and apparently it's gonna be new mons in that. So who knows?
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I don't know. I really hope like I don't know if like GBA is gonna wait that long, but if they do, then I'm gonna be hyped to draft some new Pokemon for a change.
You're gonna see what? Cause like there's speculation to be like a Alolan Johto Mons or something like that potentially. Woo.
Ooh, that's gonna be
could
heat.
fire. What if there's like a Alolan Tyranitar? Oh my, it's mine. First pick Alolan Tyranitar, guaranteed. But yeah.
What if Alolan Piloswine turns into some Alolan Mammo? Ooh,
Bruh.
Alolan Mamoswine.
If there's an Alolan Mammo, what would that even look like?
It'd be like without any of its fur.
It'd be even thicker and have like 4 tusks or something. Just be a complete monstrosity.
This guy's gotta lose some hair. He's in the Alolan region. It's not cold
oh
out
no,
there.
wait, yeah, no Alolan Mammals, please. No. That sounds gross. Can't take off all that thick fur. You can't do that. I guess there can't be a T-Tar there. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. We've been recording for like almost. It's been an hour 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude. This is gonna be a nice
This is like
recap.
this is like a podcast sort of thing. Like you go on the bed and you just listen.
It was pretty much a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, like I had the doc open the whole time on screen, but if you actually want to look, but it's not that important. But
I was looking at the doc too the entire time. I was looking at it.
yeah, but Chimp dished on this, so don't check out Chimp, but make sure you check out Lord Emvee. He just recently hit what 20k subs. Not bad.
You recently hit 20k. Yep. Make sure you guys also sub to Gator too, because he's also one of our close friends, and he's on his way to 20k as well.
Oh yeah, I just hit 15k like yesterday, so appreciate that.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, anything else? I got nothing.
I think that's it for now, and then next season we'll probably do some more videos, more recaps and stuff for next season, and hope you all are excited for what is to come.
Oh yeah, because I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that trophy next season. Don't worry about that. All right, goodbye, friends.